The story of Jupiter. Following Lac Long Quan's victory in eliminating demons is a story that brought peace to the people in the delta. Wherever he went, God introduced new farming methods and taught people to replace the old ways of doing business. But the people's misfortune is not over yet. In Central Continent, there is also a star who often acts evil and harms everyone. Luckily, in Fong Chao, which at that time belonged to Sun Te, there was an ancient tree that had been growing for thousands of years, called the Qian Dan tree, thousands of rings tall, with luxuriant branches and leaves covering an immeasurable amount of land. When the tree was alive, it was famous for its sacredness, and no one around the area dared to come close. Then there was a storm, and the tree naturally fell and gradually dried up. From then on, the tree's essence turned into a very fierce demon that not only had a strange appearance but also had many very magical spells. Goblins come here and there and do not have a certain place to live. Many times I see it disappear for a while and then reappear. There are also many times when Jupiter is in one area and suddenly appears in another. Its hobby is making people eat raw meat. It has killed many people. Wherever the name Jupiter spread, young and old men and women were afraid of losing their lives. After eliminating the nine-tailed fox, Lac Long Quan heard about the tragic situations caused by Jupiter. God decides to eliminate harm. But Jupiter's magic was very powerful, so after a day of fighting, Long Quan became weak. Long Quan's red demon subordinates rushed in to help, but Jupiter was indifferent. In the end, he made everyone run away. Long Quan thought to himself that it would be difficult for him to defeat the monster, so he returned to ask his father, Qin Duang Vong, for help. This battle between Qin Duang Vong and Jupiter was very fierce. We do not know the details of the battle at that time, but we can imagine the scene of trees falling and rocks falling loudly. It was truly terrible. Although Jupiter had an extraordinary transformation, due to Qin Duang Vong's health and magic, along with Lac Long Quan's help, he soon suffered defeat. Seriously injured, he tried his best to run away to the southwest and turned into a demon called Zong Quang. From then on, the Lac Viet realm began to be quiet. Lac Long Quan and his subordinates returned to the lowlands to build the country. The Ghost of Bones later hid in the mountains and forests for a while and returned to harass the people. Although he is no longer as fierce as before, he still occasionally wanders around in remote areas to catch people to eat. Every year, the residents in the upper reaches must turn over one person to him for each place they live in order to prevent him from causing harm. Much later, there was a magician who planned to open a big circus show for the demon bones to watch, then suddenly slashed him to death. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.